St. Petersburg Police Major Igor Grom is chasing 3 bank robbers dressed in red sports suits and hockey masks. These robbers look like villains from a popular Soviet cartoon called Puck, Puck. Grom catches them but causes a lot of damage during the chase. His boss, Colonel General Fedor Prokopenko, is not happy and gives him a warning. Soon after, a rich young man named Kirill Grechkin goes to trial. He is accused of hitting and killing a girl with his car. Even though there is a lot of proof, the court lets Grechkin go free. This makes the girl's brother, Lyosha Makarov, believe that the court is corrupt. Sergei Razumovsky, a tech millionaire who owns a social network called Vmeste, and his friend Oleg Volkov are also angry about the unfair decision, especially since they knew the girl from the orphanage where they grew up. At the same time, a masked vigilante called the Plague Doctor appears on the internet. He wears a combat suit, carries bombs and flamethrowers, and promises to clean the city of criminals. The Plague Doctor's first victim is Kirill Grechkin. He burns him alive in his car. Oleg visits Sergei and admits that he is the Plague Doctor. Sergei is upset, but doesn't report his friend to the police. Igor Grom, who saw the murder, tries to solve the case and catch the doctor. But the FSB, Russian intelligence, sends an officer named Evgeny Strelkov from Moscow to take over the case. Strelkov removes Grom and gives him a simple job of investigating stolen refrigerators. However, Grom and his new trainee, Dima Dubin, continue to secretly work on the Plague Doctor case. They try to gather information from criminals, but things don't go smoothly. During this time, Grom saves a woman from some thugs, but she turns out to be Yulia Pyolkina, a journalist and blogger. She staged the attack to get close to Grom and gather information for her blog about the Plague Doctor. The Plague Doctor continues to kill, targeting the head of a bank who scammed depositors and the owner of a polluting landfill, along with his whole family. Dima guesses that the Doctor's next attack will be at the opening of a new casino, where many rich and powerful people will be present. Grom sneaks into the event, meeting both Pyolkina and Razumovsky there. However, instead of the real Doctor, a group of his followers shows up to rob the guests. Razumovsky tries to stop the violence by offering money, but a fight breaks out. Grom and the FSB arrest the robbers, but afterward, Strelkov forces Grom to resign from the police. Even after losing his job, Grom continues his investigation. He finds out that Razumovsky grew up in an orphanage and used to draw pictures of birds that look like the Plague Doctor's mask. Pyolkina also tells him that Razumovsky has a contract with a company called Holt International, which makes high-tech weapons, including the Plague Doctor's equipment. Grom confronts Razumovsky, accusing him of being the Plague Doctor. Razumovsky realizes that this is true. Oleg is actually a part of his mind, a secondary personality. The real Oleg Volkov died in a war in Syria a year ago. Razumovsky's dark side takes control, knocks Grom out, and puts the Plague Doctor's suit on him, framing Grom for the murders. The police arrest Grom, believing he is the Plague Doctor. But Dima and Pyolkina help Grom escape, and he goes after Razumovsky. Meanwhile, Razumovsky releases a new video, calling on his followers to start riots and attack anyone they think is corrupt. Chaos breaks out in the city, with people taking the law into their own hands. Razumovsky reveals his plan to Grom. He wants to wipe out not only corrupt people, but also his own followers, who he sees as unworthy. He believes the government will send troops to stop the violence, and he'll use that to create a new St. Petersburg. A fight breaks out between Grom and Razumovsky. The Doctor almost wins, but Dima and Pyolkina arrive just in time to help. They manage to stop Razumovsky, and Pyolkina records his confession on video, revealing his true plan. Grom tells the Doctor that he also sees problems in the country, but killing people is not the way to fix them. The riots in the city end when a gang, led by one of Grom's informants, fights back against the rioters. Lyosha Makarov, who joined the riots to kill the corrupt judge who freed Grechkin, changes his mind when he sees the judge's grandchildren and decides not to go through with it. In the end, FSB officer Strelkov takes all the credit for stopping the Plague Doctor, while Grom is happy to spend time with his new friends, Dima and Pyolkina. In a mid-credits scene, Razumovsky is shown in a mental institution. His dark side talks to him, promising that they will soon be free. In a post-credits scene, we see that the real Oleg Volkov is still alive in Syria, watching Razumovsky's arrest on TV.